Morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to our spring equinox tea party. We're doing things a little different today. It is a Sunday service, but it's within a tea party. My co-presenter, unfortunately, isn't here today. Ania helped me plan this event, but her daughter was up all night vomiting, and so she couldn't come, and obviously we wouldn't want to get sick either. So I'm going to try to do her part as well, and hopefully I could struggle through it. Today, we honor the spring equinox, represented in pagan culture by the goddess Eostre, or sometimes pronounced Ostra, the goddess of fertility, renewal, and balance. Most ancient northern cultures chose a female goddess rather than a male god to represent spring. Often the male god is pictured as the sun and the goddess is the earth, and they come together in spring to bring warmth and light to the earth, along with new growth and new life. Their story is summed up wonderfully in a poem by Sitting Bull. Behold, my sisters, the spring has come. The earth has received the embraces of the sun, and we shall soon see the results of that love. Every seed is awakened, and so has all animal life. Thank you. So again, we are celebrating the spring equinox with a tea party. Why a tea party? Toasting with tea is a wonderful way to greet the spring and honor the goddess. While sampling traditional healing herbs, we can enjoy one another. Well, there are some traditional healing herbs in some of those pods. Most of them are regular tea. We can enjoy one another's company while looking outdoors. Well, I was going to say looking outdoors to admire the signs of spring, but it doesn't really look like spring today. All my daffodils are up, my hyacinths, but it's just cold and windy today, unfortunately. But we still can remember the excitement of warmer weather when we could hang outside with friends and watch the land around us spring to life with green grass, flowers, robins, and other springtime animals.
Let's cast the magical circle using our bodies. If unable to rise, simply move the palm of your hand to face the named direction and perform the stated action with your hand. If joining us on Zoom, feel free to join in and cast the magical circle at home. Face the direction of the east. Dance to the element of air using movements that remind you of being blown around in the wind. Notice the breath entering your lungs and exhale deeply, connecting to the element of air. Turn to the south and reach your arms up. Dance like you're a flame. Notice the energy in your body, the electricity in your brain making connections. Connect to the element of fire. Turn to the west and dance like you're waves in the ocean moving in and out of the shoreline. Connect to the element of water by noticing the blood running through your veins, the taste of saliva or water in your mouth, and the bodily fluids that help your body move. Turn to the north and begin stomping your feet. Connect to the element of earth by noticing your bones in your body. Raise your hands up and acknowledge those above you and the cosmic energy. Bend down toward the ground and acknowledge those below you, your ancestors and the land spirits. Bring your hands to your heart center and acknowledge your spirit within you. Extend your hands out like an offering and acknowledge that outside of you. Our magical space is now cast.
I said, Julian, you are holy. You are holding my hand. And Julian, you are holy. You are holding my hand. She said, all will be well. And all will be well. All manner of things will be well. I said, Julian, do you not know about sorrow? And Julian, do you not know about pain? I said, Julian, do you not know about hunger? And Julian, do you not know about shame? She said, all will be well, and all will be well. all manner of things will be well. I said, Julian, do you not know about loneliness? I said, Julian, do you not know about disease? And Julian, do you not know about cruelty? I said, Julian, it's too much. It brought me to my knees. She said, all will be well, and all will be well. All manner of things will be well. She said, no one does not know about sorrow, and no one does not know about pain. She said, no one does not know about hunger, and no one does not know about shame. She said, all will be well, and all will be well. All manner of things will be well. She said, no one does not know about loneliness, and no one does not know about disease. She said, no one does not know about cruelty. She said, I know. It's too much. It brought me to my knees. Where I heard, all will be well, and all will be well. All manner of things will be well. I said, Julian, you are holy. You are holding my hand. And Julian, you are holy, and you are holding my hand. She said, all will be well, and all will be well. All manner of things will be well. She said, baby girl, do you not know? Do you not know about tenderness? And baby girl, do you not know about friends? She said, baby girl, do you not know about the Spirit? She said, baby girl, do you not know it's only love that never ends? And so all will be well, and all will be well. All manner of things will be well.
So even if you've started eating or sampling a little bit, that's okay. We're just gonna drink and eat a little bit more together. So it's now time to enjoy our tea party in a very ritualistic and mindful manner. Now, I don't know if anyone has been to a Japanese tea party, but it's very, very mindful. So we're gonna try to imitate that now and really think about tea. And I know a lot of people have said in the morning when they make their cup of tea, that's a mindful experience for them and just drinking the tea, and they try not to do anything else for those 10 minutes or so as they brew the tea and they drink the tea. So we're going to try that now. So whether taking part in a tea ceremony is new to you or not, remember that the plant beings are much older than us humans, the plants being the botanicals and the tea, and have for millennia brought joy and comfort into our lives. We honor and thank them as we enjoy their warmth, nourishment, and love. So let's start with our tea. Look at its color, smell its aroma, feel its warmth or cold if you chose cold iced tea. If you chose hot tea, watch the steam as it rises up from your cup. If it's steaming, we try not to make it too hot. So while your tea steeps, gaze into the mug and imagine that it's a deep well of water. If you thought of any intentions for the spring before you came here today, think about those now, or you can make an intention. An intention is something like wanting to renew friendships or renew relationships, or could be something you want to do like spring cleaning, but it's usually something more spiritual. So if you wanted to do maybe an internal cleansing and kind of cleanse your thoughts and think about maybe do some loving kindness meditation, any kind of intention like that. If you want to think about that right now and visualize your intentions that you have for this spring season, such as clearing out negative emotions and renewing personal relationships, then see your intentions emerging in the reflection of your tea. Deeply taste each sip of tea and notice the way it feels on your tongue. Notice what flavors you can taste And imagine all the healing support you are receiving. Because even if it's not an herbal tea, we know that the tea in general has a lot of helpful benefits for our body. So even if you chose an Earl Grey or an iced tea, it still can be healing. Now enjoy the taste of any treats alongside your tea and contrast the taste of the treats with the taste of your tea. Let's offer gratitude to our bodies, minds, and hearts, to the source of love within ourselves, to our ancestors, and all those who have joined us in our tea party ritual. Let's offer gratitude to Eostre, the goddess of Ostara, for the joy of becoming and the gifts of balance and rebirth. We talked a lot about renewal and rebirth, but Eostre is also the goddess of balance because during the spring equinox, the night and day are even. So some of your intentions might have to do with bringing balance to your life. That's important too. So continue enjoying your tea and treats. Well, and I was going to ask our lovely children, maybe back there or Ishmael, to bring around the offering baskets. And while we're doing the offering, let's show our gratitude for spring, for new beginnings, and for our fellowship through our offerings. And during the offering music, feel free to come up for additional tea or treats while enjoying the offering music. I want to just briefly mention some of our altar offerings because we did put some things together for Eostre, some traditional items. So a one is a nest with eggs to represent fertility. As we know, that's part of what Eostre represents. Flowers to represent beauty and new life, with which Eostre covered herself in preparation for being courted by the sun god. So that is part of the myth that she created all these flowers and all the beauty of spring to cover herself. The beginnings of our fairy garden, they're actually back there. I could not fit them on the altar. They are representing the beauty of our natural surroundings and the magical miniature creatures they host. And we're going to get to play with those a little bit towards the end of our service. Also on here are hot cross buns. And I put a few back there, and there's even more out in the kitchen. So I think this is kind of ironic that I get these from Apple Valley every year, and I asked where they were because I don't know how to make hot cross buns. And they said, oh, we don't make them until around Easter. When's Easter? I said, I think it's March 31st this year. Oh, it's time to make them. But the funny thing is that hot cross buns actually have pagan origins, which many of you probably know. They're not, even though Apple Valley and the Seventh-day Adventists do associate them with Easter, and most Christians do, they actually have pagan origins. So hot cross buns were originally made by the early European pagans. They're symbolically woven and braided. They sometimes, not here, sometimes are filled with magical eggs and blessed with sacred symbols. They were considered offerings to the spring goddess Eostre. Hot cross buns are also, so the whole idea behind a hot cross bun is there's a cross that goes across the top. So hot cross buns are also a symbol of the 4 cardinal directions, as well as the dark, waxing, complete, and waning phases of the moon. Additionally, it represents the seasons of winter, spring, summer, and fall within each quadrant. And finally, on the tables and on our altar, we have representations of some animals common in spring, including the hare or bunny. Hares, which are related to rabbits, have long been associated with Ostara, which, as we can see on our wheel of the year, it falls on the spring equinox. In some cultures, it falls on the first full moon after the spring equinox. But anyway, the Ostara, one version, there's a few different versions of the Ostara myth and how it came to be associated with hares or rabbits. So one myth goes like this. Eostre, the spirit of the dawn, loved little children and animals. One cold spring day, she turned a nearly frozen bird into a hare to keep it alive because it had a lot more insulation. But even though the hare lost its wings, it kept its ability to lay eggs. And on the feast of Ostara, the Easter hare, or Ostara hare, I guess, would lay brightly colored eggs as an offering to the goddess. Eventually, the hare started going from house to house, leaving brightly colored eggs in the yards of young children, whom Eostre also loved. So that's one version. There's a few different versions, but that's one version of the myth. And that was around before actual Easter. So that was kind of borrowed from Ostara.
The Celtic people believed that gardens were a reflection of the spiritual world. In their culture, gardens held great significance and were filled with symbolism. And here are the key elements and their meanings. Trees represented the connection between the heavens and the earth, serving as a gateway to other realms. The Celts revered certain trees as sacred, believing they possessed magical powers and served as portals to the spirit world. Oak, ash, and hawthorn were particularly important in Celtic garden design. These majestic trees not only provided shade, but also symbolized strength, protection, and wisdom. And water. Water symbolized purification and healing, acting as a conduit for spiritual energy. One common feature found in Celtic gardens was a stone well. These wells were seen as portals between different realms as well, connecting the earthly world with the divine. People would gather around the wells for prayer and meditation, seeking healing and spiritual guidance. Stones. Stones were seen as guardians of sacred spaces, providing protection and grounding energy. Mazes. Mazes represented the journey of life and the search for inner wisdom. Herbs. Celtic gardens were abundant with medicinal herbs used for healing ailments of both body and mind. Plants like chamomile, lavender, and nettle were cultivated for their therapeutic properties. The Celts believed that these herbs had the power to restore balance within oneself and promote well-being. And finally, the flowers of mythology. Flowers played a significant role in Celtic plant symbolism. Roses represented love and beauty, while daisies signified purity. Bluebells were associated with fairy enchantments, while primroses symbolized new beginnings. Each flower added its own touch of magic to the garden landscape.
Good morning. It's time to dance, at least to move a little bit. So those who are willing and able, let's go ahead and stand up. Let's celebrate the coming of spring and the goddess Eostre through dance. There's a special dance. We will go through the motions of gardening as part of our dance. That's cool. You'll be provided with a few seeds in the cup in the middle of your table. If your table's like mine, little sunflowers that we'll put in the ground here, maybe not today, but soon. If you cannot stand, the dance can also be enjoyed while seated. So the first motion, and this is, of course, is however you want to do it. We're going to start by tilling the soil. Claw your hands and rake them in front of you. Till the soil all around you in every direction. Next, dig the holes for your seeds in every direction. Plant your seeds in the holes. Think about every intention you are planting as you drop your seeds into the holes, your make-believe holes. Pretend to cover your seeds up with the dirt, the earth, that is. As you pull the earth towards you, imagining pulling your intentions closer to yourself. Now pretend to water your seeds. Dance like the rain and drench all of your newly planted crop. Now rise like the sun, breaking through the clouds and shining its beautiful light on your crop. Be the plants as they grow and push out new leaves. Visualize your plants growing tall. Be the wind blowing through your plants, making them stronger and more resilient. Have your plants begin to emerge into beautiful flowers. Be the insects pollinating your flowers. Be the plant as it begins to grow your harvest. Dance the fruits and vegetables ready to harvest. Dance that you are harvesting your crop and visualizing your life with your intention being fully manifested in this world. The dance of the plant.
Greetings to the spirit of spring, whose nature is movement and dance is change. I bow to the blowing winds and feel your movement press up against my stubbornness. Rattle my inner stagnation awake, like a tiny seed bursting from the crack of its outer shell. Break me open in all the places that need new growth, so that I may see myself with eyes wide open. I feel the water of life flowing around my feet. Yes, you encourage me on my way.
And now for the Blessing of Ostara by Kate Leigh. May Ostara bring joy and easiness into your lives. May her fertility be passed over to you. And may her dreams, ideas, wishes, plans ripen and bear new fruits. May the loveliness of spring open your hearts, and may you understand the beauty of being and take it in. Full of strength and new energy, you shall walk into the brightness of the awakening spring, and you shall leave the darkness of the past behind. Let go all former burdens and get rid of the ballast still hindering you. Free and with new strength, your feet shall carry you towards dawn. May Ostara bless you all.
Eostre, goddess of spring, of rebirth, renewal, and balance, we thank you for your presence in this, our circle. Stay if you will, go if you must. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. Please bow your head in gratitude. Close our circle. Outside of your body, inside of your body, thanking those below and those above, and thanking the elements from the direction of north, west, south, and east. And with that, our circle is closed and our service has ended.